Well, a very good morning or good afternoon or whatever time you're listening. This is Neil Long from the Online Profits Radio Show. And I've got the pleasure of talking to Sarah Staar today. Sarah Staar is a name that, unless you've lived under a rock for the last goodness knows how many years in internet marketing land, you must have heard of. Phenomenally successful online. And what impresses me about Sarah is that, unlike a few internet marketers, and I'm sure we all know a few, she actually does walk her talk and then teaches what she walks her talk to other people so they can do it too, which is quite a rare commodity in the internet marketing world. So I'm very, very pleased to have Sarah on today. Hello, Sarah.
Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I'm really pleased to be here today.
Oh, it's lovely to have you here. What we're going to do is going to get you to spill the beans on some top internet marketing tips. And what I want to do on this little podcast is give some great content. And not only that, I like to call it news you can use, just stuff people can go away and apply straight away, maybe on how to make a couple of $100 a day or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I love doing. I love, whenever I do interviews and things, I love giving people golden nuggets and tips, things they can go away with and start using today,
Absolutely. So thanks for joining us. Just very, very briefly, just so we can learn a little bit more about you. Tell us a little bit about your background and how you got started with this whole crazy internet marketing game.
Crazy internet marketing game. Okay, well, it was probably, I think it was around 2008, actually, and, the recession had just hit, and I was looking for work, and I did what a lot of people do. I typed into Google, how to make money working from home, and that's really where it all started. And started looking around at different courses and found this whole thing called internet marketing. And I actually ended up purchasing this course, and I kind of spent about 2 weeks just reading it again and again and again. And I remember going into my husband's office and saying, I found out this thing called internet marketing, and I'm going to sell ebooks on the internet, and I'm going to make an absolute fortune. And he turned around to me and he said, "It's a scam. It will never work. You'll never make any money doing that." And that kind of almost made me even more determined to make it work.
Yeah, good for you. That's quite a common reaction, though, from friends and family, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So I went away and had absolute tunnel vision, and I think that's really important in this business. Had tunnel vision and just thought, you know what, I'm just going to do exactly what it says, step by step, and do everything they tell me to do in this book. And so I went away and applied exactly the processes which they were teaching, which was back then was selling other people's products via something called affiliate marketing. So you just send traffic to someone else's site, and if a sale is made, you make a commission. Which sounded pretty cool to me. So the commissions were quite high, 50% commissions, that's pretty good. And advertising on the Google advertising network called AdWords. So I started doing this, and for about the first 2-3 weeks, I was breaking even. So I wasn't making any money, but I could see there was potential. Then suddenly I kind of struck gold and started promoting this one product in particular, and started to basically, for every $100 I spent on advertising, I'd be making like 200 back. And I could really see this was working. And that's really where everything really started. And that's really when my family stopped sort of saying, it will never work. And suddenly thought, oh, okay, right, you are making some money from this.
Ha! And ha!
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Just let's very quickly get this out the way, because it's a relatively young field, the internet, and there's so many things online which promise you overnight riches if you'll only buy this $47 product and press a couple of buttons. Can we just clear up the whole get-rich-quick thing once and for all?
Absolutely, yeah. So, I mean, like any industry, there are scammers and so forth out there. I think like a lot of industries, there is hype. There is quite a lot of hype out there, a lot of false promises. And I think like anything else, really, with internet marketing, yes, you can make huge amounts of money in internet marketing, and you can also make small amounts of money, and you can make enough money just to sort of pay your mortgage and so forth as well. It's sort of in between. However, it all involves work. When people say all you need to do is push this one button and you'll be like a millionaire tomorrow, we're going to sell you an ATM machine for $50 that will make you $2,000 a day. It's not realistic. So if you want to be making 10K a month, you're going to have to do some work. Probably not as much work as you'd have to do if you went out and got a full-time job, in the city or something. A lot less hours. I I do very well online, and I make more than 3 times the amount of money I used to make in my old job.
Wow.
Probably 4 times the amount of money I used to make in my old job.
Wow.
However, I work less than half the hours, But, saying that, I still have to do work. I still have to do stuff. And I think a lot of the kind of misconception of internet marketing, the kind of make money while you sleep kind of mentality. Okay, yeah, fine. I do make sales when I'm in bed at night because people buy things at all different times of the day.
Now you're just showing off now, Sarah.
So sometimes I'll open my email and I might have made $1,000 overnight. However,
yes,
I have been working the day before. I have been working during the day. So it's not this kind of. I think people have this mentality: you just sort of sit on a beach with your laptop and you just push a couple of buttons and then you'll instantly make thousands of pounds.
Yeah.
So I think as far as the marketing goes, that's a lot of kind of people believe that, and that's a lot of how it's marketed. But in reality, if you don't mind putting in a little bit of work and setting systems up and using a little bit of common sense, there's no reason why you can't make really good money in this industry, and a lot of people do.
I mean, I don't think people are work shy. I think it's overwhelmed. There's so much information comes at you, and you don't know which one to pick. So maybe we can cover that a little bit later, because you did say earlier you were absolutely laser focused.
Yeah.
And I am sure most of us listening are willing to be laser focused, but laser focused on what? Because there's so much to choose from. That's one of the sort of problems. That I hear from people. Another one is people say, "Oh, it's all been done. It's all too late." Can you just address that one? That's another common objection I hear. Oh, it's too late. Someone's already done it. Too late now.
Well, I'll address those 2 questions actually. It's too late. Everyone's done it, and where do I start and everything.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So it's interesting you say that because if you think about opening a shop in the high street, well, it's all been done. Everyone's opened shops before. It doesn't mean that you can't open a successful shop on the high street now, does it?
Of course not.
And it's the same with internet marketing. People, when I first started in 2008, I remember people saying the same thing. I'd be on forums and places like that on the internet, and people would be saying, "Oh, is it too late to get involved in internet marketing? Has it all been done already?" And this was back then. And people are saying the same thing now. And it's not. The internet is still so young, and to be honest, the internet right now is so unregulated. It's quite ridiculous, I think, which is actually really good for us because it's a massive opportunity. Personally, I think in 20 years' time, I think the internet will be really highly regulated. So you'll still be able to do internet marketing, but it'll just be much harder. Everything will be so regulated with regards to what you can do and what you can't do. You'll cost money for every single email you send out, and I just think right now, it's so cheap and so easy to get started. The opportunities are just unbelievable. They really are. And I think it's probably the best time ever to get involved in internet marketing. Because when I got involved back in 2008, it was actually a lot tougher because you had to do a lot of things by hand. So if you wanted to build a website, you needed to have a special piece of software on your computer installed. Called Dreamweaver, which was for building websites. You had to be really technically minded.
Blimey, I remember Dreamweaver.
Yeah.
It was a great program, but you really did need a degree in technicality to do it.
Yeah, I've got like 6 books on my bookshelf still for that.
Yes,
that program.
I know. Yes, so was my friend.
And I never really understood how to use the damn thing.
No.
So you would sort of you'd spend like 3 weeks trying to get one web page to work, and then
one squeeze page.
Yeah, so you'd like build it on your computer, and then you upload it, and it looks totally wrong in the web browser. And
yeah.
So you needed very complicated tools back then to do simple things like building a website.
So much easier now.
And now you can. It's all done. You literally just log into like a website, and it's like using Microsoft Word. Literally, you don't need any software on your computer. You just buy an account with a web hosting company, and then you log into your website, and it's like using Word. If you can type and highlight things and make it bold, you can use it. So
yeah. The tools are so much better now. It literally is point and click.
Yeah. So now we've got all the tools. We've got things like Facebook, which we didn't have back then. So it's very, very easy to get traffic. And it's very, very easy to find groups of people who are actively looking for the products which you're selling. So it's never been easier, I think, to make money on the internet. And I know that if for whatever reason, I deleted my email list, I didn't have any products, I was starting again from scratch, I know I could be successful again within 2 to 3 months.
Yeah.
So it's not too late at all.
Beautifully put. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And I think, with regards to, how do you know where to start and what should you do, what shouldn't you do? Okay, so what I'm going to do is just quickly tell you kind of a little bit of advice which you can apply to any industry, whether it's internet marketing, whether it's property, whether it's any type of business.
Please.
So what you need to do is go out there, hunt down the successful people in whatever industry you're in. Okay, so find those people who are successful. It's not hard to do. In any kind of online space, you can go to Amazon and you can find people who write books in your niche. Now, usually, people who write books, there's two reasons people write books. They're either an author and that's what they do for a living, or they're some sort of online expert, or they're a property expert, or something like that, and they're using a book really as a publicity machine. Okay, so you want to look for these people, see if they have websites, hunt these people down, okay, and then study exactly what these people are doing. Join their email lists, go to seminars, find out what they do, and then basically just do what they do. And that's really what I've modeled my business on within internet marketing. I kind of got to a point within internet marketing where, I was doing, like I said, Google AdWords, advertising on Google, promoting other people's products, and then Google changed their policies, and I had to almost start again. And when I started again, I thought, okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to study the successful people in this industry, see what they do, and then basically just copy them, just do exactly what the successful people are doing. And that's what I did. So I literally looked around and thought, okay, what are they all doing? They all have email lists. They all have their own products. They all promote other people's products as an affiliate. And I kind of put a list together of 10 different points, and I just thought, okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to learn those things and be successful doing those 10 points. And really, that's all you need to do, pretty much in any industry.
Beautifully said and very well addressed. Thank you very much. And of course, if you join their email list, you'll be able to see what their email sequence is, how they build a relationship with you, the words they use, the industry words that might be used in a particular niche or industry, and of course, the products they're promoting. So literally, if you join their list, you can see it all, can't you?
Oh, it's a fantastic way of spying on your competition. Yeah. All you need to do, actually, whenever I do this, because I still do this from time to time, I want to see what my competition is doing. Yeah. You just go to Google or Gmail, you go to Hotmail, Yahoo, something like that, set up a brand new email address. So don't use your normal email address for this. So you set up a brand new email address, and then go and subscribe to as many sort of well-known people in your niche. Subscribe to their newsletters. So within internet marketing, you go out there and subscribe to a whole bunch of internet marketers' lists. And then within most email programs, you can set up folders within your email program, and then you say, whenever I get an email from Richard Branson, let's say it goes into the Richard Branson folder. Whenever I get an email from Frank Kern, it goes into the Frank Kern folder, etc., etc. Yeah. Whenever I get an email from Sarah Staar, it goes into the Sarah Staar folder. And then you subscribe to all these people's email lists. You leave it for a month. You come back, and then you've got
there's your data. Yeah.
You've got their golden emails because when people set up, when successful people set up their email campaigns, they put their best performing stuff, their absolute gold, the thing that makes them the most money, they put in their email sequence, the first emails that get sent out.
Because why wouldn't they?
Yes.
Exactly.
So whenever I promote a product and it's done particularly well, I put it in that first 30-day email sequence.
Yeah, brilliant strategy. And very good for showing off to friends as well, if you want to show off. Oh, yes, emails from Richard Branson. We go back ages. me and Richard, I was having dinner last week, and me and Richard just chewing the fat and talking about life.
When I first did this, I remember doing this, and I was looking at 3 marketers in particular. Yeah. And I remember I printed out all 30 days worth of emails.
Did you really?
And I put them all over the floor in my living room, and I had them all lined up for person A, all lined up for person B, and then I had a marker pen and going, oh, okay, so these 3, they're all promoting that product, and this is how he's doing this, and so that's how I remember that's how I originally put my sequence together.
Brilliant, brilliant. And it just sounds so obvious when you put it that way. People make this game so complicated.
Yeah.
And I've got caught up. Sometimes we drill down, I think, so far, we get caught up in the minutiae of it all. And we need to sort of step back and with some simple, and these are simple strategies. I mean, these are strategies that anyone can do and apply today. Some of us seem sort of reluctant, maybe we get visited by the ghost of Christmas past, but reluctant to spend money to get traffic and rely on free traffic. Just very quickly, if you can just chat about this, your view, free traffic versus paid traffic. I would probably err on the side of paid because it's going to be more targeted and higher quality. Perhaps you can expound on that a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there is free traffic and there is paid traffic. Obviously, free traffic's cool if you've got all the time in the world and you've got a lot of patience. And paid traffic is great if you don't have a lot of time. But also, it enables you to get results much quicker. So, let's say you're promoting an affiliate product, as an example, and you're not sure if this is a product that's going to sell or whether it's going to do well. Okay, so let's take the example of so you've got this product, you want to promote it, and you think, okay, I'm going to do like a free traffic technique to promote this product. So you decide to try and get your web page ranked in Google, which I think is a bad idea because it's a very long process. So you spend 6 months of work hoping that maybe your web page might get ranked in Google. So you spend 6 months doing that. You spend 6 months spending 3 or 4 hours a day going on forums, typing stuff up, writing articles. And then at the end of that 6 months or 7 months or a year, you'll then find out whether that product you originally were promoting is any good. And it may be that product actually, doesn't matter how much traffic you send to it, it's you can send 1,000 people to that page and maybe you'll make $10. Yeah?
It sounds like crawling through treacle.
Yeah, so believe it or not, that's the technique most people use. Okay, whereas with paid traffic, what you can do is you can literally put an advert up, spend $20, $30, and within half a day or a couple of hours, you can find out whether that product is actually worthwhile even promoting. You can send traffic, 100 people to a page, and then if you've spent $20 on advertising and you've made $50 back or $100 back, then you just carry on doing it, yeah. And that's it on a very, very basic scale. So that's the beauty of paid traffic. You can test things very, very quickly, and you can see what works and what doesn't work. Yeah. Sort of instantly, if you like.
Yeah. No, brilliant. The feedback is so much faster, like you say. Yeah. So, a little challenge then. Let's just say we'll do one of those sort of TV challenges, and I challenge you, the internet superstar Sarah Staar, to make $200 today.
Okay.
Today. So it's now the time of this interview being recorded is 10:30 in the morning. Mm-hmm. So let's give you a reasonable working day of, shall we say, 7 hours. So by 6:30, if I challenged you to make $200, how would you do it?
Well, I think that's a little bit unfair, and the reason I say that is because if I was doing it, I have a big email list, so I could send an email out now and make it within 10 minutes, probably.
You're just showing off again now, aren't you?
So it's not really a fair comparison to ask me to do that from, with my email list. So I think the thing to do is...
If you were a complete beginner then?
Yes, if I was a complete beginner, if I didn't have an email list, people didn't know who I was.
Right, let me reframe the challenge. let me reframe the challenge. Okay, here's the challenge. Okay, the evil internet marketing fairy, and I have heard such a thing exists, has come round your house and stolen the lot.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, and sold it to the competition. Okay, sold it to dodgymarketers.com, so you can't get your stuff back. Okay, you've got no email list, and he's also taken away any kind of heritage, any kind of anyone knowing you. Okay, so you're a complete unknown.
That's
with
more like it.
No email list. You're a sucker for punishment. You are, blimey. So 7 hours, $200 starting now. Go.
Okay, well, what I would do is I would go out there, and I'm assuming that I don't know the market as well, so I don't have an intimate knowledge of what products are like.
He's also erased all your memory of anything internet marketing related. You know, like in Men in Black, where they point that thing and erases all the memory of what they saw.
Yeah, so I don't know any decent products or anything like that.
So you've been zapped with that as well.
Well, okay. So what I would do is I would go to. I'm assuming that I would know what internet marketing was and stuff, but I would first of all go to some different affiliate networks, things like JVZoo, ClickBank. I'd probably go to JVZoo, to be honest, and search for products that are selling well. So within JVZoo, you can actually sort the products by which products are selling the best. So they'll actually tell you how many of each product has sold. So
the statistics are very good there, actually, aren't they? Some of the best I've seen.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can actually say, you know what, I only want to promote a product which is a known bestseller, if you like. So that's very, very important because you don't want to be promoting a product which sold 3 and isn't doing very well. And they also tell you something what's called EPC, the earnings per click.
Yep.
So you can get a rough idea if you send if you send a person to that page, how much money you'll make. So if the EPC is, let's say, $1, okay, and let's say you spend 20 cents on the traffic, you can be pretty sure you'll make some money, if that kind of makes sense.
Can you just do it that quickly? Sort of just send traffic to an affiliate page. You don't have to sort of start building relationships with them. You can literally just do the direct traffic, can you?
You can do direct traffic. If we're doing this in a day, we'd need to do direct traffic. So,
Sure.
you know, if we're doing this in a day, we're not going to be building an email list. We're not going to be building a relationship. It's going to be very, very difficult. So if we're doing this in a day, if I had to make $200 very, very quickly, this is what I would do. I'd find a product that's a proven bestseller that has what's called high earnings per click. Then I would go to Facebook, okay, and I would find the people who are interested in that product, which is a very, very easy thing to do, and I'd advertise that product directly to those people who are interested in that product.
How do you find these groups on Facebook?
Well, so let's say they're internet marketers, as an example, or let's say they're people who are interested in golf. Let's just say it's golf, okay? So let's say if it's golf, we can actually go onto Facebook and we can find golfing groups, pages, things like that, where people are interested in golf. So within Facebook advertising platform, they have a special tool which you can use, and you can actually type in golf, and then it will bring up all the golfing groups, all the golfing pages, and then you can say, you know what, I just want to advertise my product to people who like golf, or are interested in that golf group or that golf page, etc. And I would advertise my product just to those people. And then the other thing which I would do is I would check the demographics of the people who buy that product. So we can actually go to a website called quantcast.com, and we can type in the sales page URL into quantcast.com, and that will tell us instantly the people who visit that website, how old they are, the type of websites they like, sort of roughly how much money they make, etc., etc. And then when we're advertising on Facebook, we can say, okay, so we only want to advertise to men over the age of 50 who earn over £50,000 a year or something. And we can do that with Facebook. And then our advertising becomes super laser focused. So that's the way I would do it if I had to raise money very, very quickly. If I was doing things on a more long-term basis, so let's say I wanted to make $200 a day now as a long-term goal, so not just I need to make a couple of $100 quickly, or I need to make a couple of grand quickly. If I thought, you know what, I want to start making $200 a day permanently, I would do things slightly differently. So I would build an email list. So the advantage of having an email list is that you, rather than sending the traffic to somebody else's sales page, we can actually, in a sense, capture that traffic. Because remember, when you send traffic to someone else's sales page, not everybody's going to buy the product. Maybe only one person in 100 will buy the product, or maybe 3 people in every 100 will buy the product. So kind of like 98% of the people you send to a sales page is kind of like thrown in the garbage. You know, it's wasted traffic. Whereas if we send those people to what's called a squeeze page, where they can sign up to join our email list, and we give away a free product in return for people to sign up to our email list, anything up to about 50% of those people will opt in to get a free gift so that they can sign up to our email list. And then we've captured that traffic. And then when we market to those people again, it doesn't cost us anything, because we're just sending out an email. So we can promote to those people again and again and again. And that's a much more cost-effective way of doing things in the long run. And that's the way I would always recommend that you do things if you want a long-term income. So there's 2 kind of like answers for you.
Thank you. Well, you've articulated it beautifully. We all hear about having our own product.
Yeah.
And we've also talked a lot about affiliate marketing. Now, clearly they both work. And one thing I have learned about this industry, it depends on so many factors. It depends on the person doing the promoting, on the marketer. In other words, there's no blanket one-size-fits-all. Can you just, sound like a school teacher, could you compare and contrast the having your own products or selling affiliate products, please, sort of pros and cons of each?
Yeah, absolutely. So, having your own products is a very, very profitable thing to do, and I would definitely recommend it. However, it is a lot of work. You've got to create the product, and then you've got to... Well, actually, creating the product isn't necessarily the biggest part of the equation. And this is where most people get this wrong. They think, creating a product is like the biggest part, and then everything else is easy. Selling it is the hardest thing.
Okay.
So selling the product is the hardest thing. Creating the product is fairly simple, fairly easy. And in fact, quite often now, what I'll do is I will sell the product before I've created it. because if it doesn't sell, then I won't make it, if that kind of makes sense.
Sorry?
Yeah. So I'm doing this next week, actually, with a product.
Wow.
So you sell the product in advance, and if no one buys it, then you don't create it. But if it's a bestseller, then you get your thumb out and you make the thing.
God, how much time would that save the average marketer?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's important to realise that actually marketing a product is very difficult. And when I say marketing it, I mean creating a sales page that works, creating a sales message, however you're going to sell it, is the real kind of 99% of the work in reality. And sometimes, particularly if people are in a new niche, they will go into a new niche and they will think, I'm going to create this product, it's going to be brilliant. And they'll spend 2 years creating the product, and then when it goes to market, they realize they can't actually sell the thing. So what I always recommend that you do is, when starting out in any market, is to start out with affiliate marketing, because with affiliate marketing, you can start straight away today, and you're selling someone else's product. So all you do is you send traffic to somebody else's sales page with a special link which they provide, and they monitor all the traffic. And if somebody purchases one of their products through your link, then you get your commission. So that can be anything from 2% commission all the way up to 100% commission, believe it or not. So the beauty of this is, if you're in a niche and you do affiliate marketing and you realize that you can't sell the damn thing or anyone's product in that niche, then you're pretty sure that actually if you created your own product, you're going to run into the same kind of stumbling blocks. However, if you're in a niche and you start selling a ton of products as an affiliate marketer, then it's a really good next step then to create your own products. And that's what I did. I started doing affiliate marketing and I started making some good money. And then I thought, well, you know what, it's really great, I'm getting 50% commission, but why not get 100% commission, and why not have other people working for me? So that's when I started creating my own products.
And of course, all the testing has been done for you.
Yes, absolutely. So affiliate marketing is a really cool way to get started when you're first getting going, because it involves very little work. You don't have to create the products, you don't have any customer support, you don't have to create a sales page or do any of the marketing side of things. In essence, all you need to do is send traffic. You just need to become a traffic expert. And if you want to learn affiliate marketing, if you want to get started in this industry, affiliate marketing is really, what you should cut your teeth on and what you should learn. Because if you can master affiliate marketing, you can use those same skills in any online business, really. So I've actually created. If your listeners are interested, I actually have a free course all about affiliate marketing. So I've created a 4-part course all about affiliate marketing called How to Sell Affiliate Products. What I'd like to do today is give it away to all the listeners for free.
Thank you, Santa Staar.
Yeah.
Well, that's very kind of you.
Yeah.
I was going to ask if you had a little giveaway for us, but
no, have a free copy of that.
That is lovely. Well, just go to the website, which I'm going to give out at the end of this interview, and you can download that product, How to Sell Affiliate Products. I have seen it myself actually, and it's very, very good, very informative, and it just really condenses all the stuff we talked about today. It expands all the stuff we talked about today into more and more detail. So you literally can get started today. Sarah Staar, it's been absolutely brilliant talking to you.
Okay.
I wish you every success in the future. It sounds like you're doing phenomenally well already, making great strides and going great guns in this industry. So thank you so very much indeed for your time today.
No problem at all, and hope you all found it useful.
Oh, it was incredibly useful. Sarah Staar, thank you so very much indeed.
Thank you very much.
And if you'd like some more details on what you've heard today, all you need to do is go to this website, podcastcash.co.uk. That's podcastcash.co.uk. Podcastcash.co.uk is all waiting for you right there, right now.